out a ton of irises there. That
All right, welcome. Someone may need to go on mute because it sounds like it's like a radio or something. Maybe it was Christy or Renee. All right, well, it's been a long time. I've missed you guys. Remember we did the 7 o'clock sprinkle and shine to the finish line with the diamond leaders, which if you haven't listened to some of them, you could go back. I do have the recordings on the team page. Tonight's was good. It was just a good reminder. It was Kim Leopardo and Adrian Swanson on using our products in TSDU. So I'll share that in the morning on the recording. But I'm glad you're here. It is June 26th. It's almost the end of the quarter, the end of the recognition year. Holy cats, it's crazy, crazy. So let's start out with some victories. Who would like to share? Well, as you're thinking, I will share with you my victory. It's 25 years ago, or 25 years today, you guys. Thanks for the kind words on the team page. I haven't had a chance to respond to all them. I was at the lake and I came back early. My sister and brother are there, but they're having fun. But anyway, 25 years ago, I signed my agreement to join Tastefully Simple. It was a paper agreement. I remember Jill handing me the pen and said, okay, let's do it. After meeting with her for 3 times, having a tasting party, I was still apprehensive, but I'm really glad I did it. I remember going back to the cabin and telling my husband I signed up. But I was so busy. I was a stay-at-home mom with 3 kids, 6, 4, and 2. And I just, at that time, didn't think I had any time for this, but I did. And I remember I cut it to the end because we did 6 parties in 12 days. And you had to do it in your first 60 days of business. And I started actually my first party in August 18th, because my brother got married on the 15th. So anyway, the rest is history. So it's been a very fun ride. So that is my victory. Welcome, Rebecca. We're just starting with victories. Does anybody else want to share? Sheila, you should share you should toot your horn a little bit on your June.
I had some really good parties. I had a $1,400 tasting. I had an online that was a little over 300, and I'm just going to close another online that's at 640.
That is fun.
I started two fundraisers today.
Okay. So what are your 2 fundraisers? Do you mind sharing?
It's a friend of mine. It was just going to be one fundraiser for her daughter that is going to nationals for softball. I did the same fundraiser for her last year, and it was over $2,000.
Oh my gosh.
So yesterday she sent me a text and said, guess what? My other daughter is going to nationals too, but it's a different what do I want to say? It's not nationals. It was called something else based on like their ages. So she's like, do you want to do a second one for her too? I'm like, sure.
At the same time?
Yeah, we're running them both this week. And it's different. It'll be different people. So
yeah, good for you.
So we'll see.
That's fantastic. Okay, so what about your parties? Any tips or anything you did differently, or anything you'd be like, you got to do this, or you should try this?
The one that I ran last week, my host was very involved. She commented all the time. She messaged her guests. I did a lot of at everyone to make sure people were seeing my posts. I would just say that the host was very involved.
That definitely helps.
Yeah, makes a huge difference.
Isn't there just like a variety of hosts? I have a host that was supposed to start tomorrow. Well, we're not going to do it now until July. She's like, I can't do it till July. I said, okay, let's pick a date. And then she goes, how do you invite people? You guys, I send a folder and I also give them messages on private message. And I was like, did you see the folder? You know, so it's just so interesting. That was someone I met at an event, but just a gamut of different people that we work with. But anyway, Sheila, congratulations. And it does really help when the host becomes involved. Did you ask her about the business, Sheila?
She already sells jewelry, so No, we've talked about it in the past, but she likes selling jewelry, so she's sticking to that.
All right.
She's actually the person who convinced me to sign up 20 years ago. She's one of my best friends.
Really? Oh, that's so cool. Okay. Well, fantastic. All right. Does anybody else last chance for a victory, big or small, preferably business related? Anyone? Rebecca.
Sure. Hey, so Sharon kind of knows the inside scoop on this, but my consultant Hillary was going to lose her team if she didn't get to a certain sales amount this quarter, and she has already achieved that before the last week. So that's a relief. And I believe Tanya is like just like 1,000 or 1,400 points from earning the Disney trip, and she's only been a consultant for a little over a year. So
That is
that's really exciting.
Rebecca.
for her.
Oh, well, that is great news compared to when I talked to you last.
Yes.
Yes. And so what Rebecca's referring to, just so you all know, is when you're a copper leader or more, you need to do $1,000 personal part 1.25. And so her team member just didn't realize that. And so it was a little bit of a shock, I think, but she's on board. Yeah, that's awesome. So congratulations. Yay. All right. Okay. Well, let's move in. I apologize. We don't have a product knowledge segment, even though that's super important to talk about our products. And I don't know about you, but I cannot wait till the new product line comes out. And speaking of, so we had Pop Bread for June. Will we have a limited time offer for July? Did I miss that? Sometimes we get a new product from the product line, don't we? I guess I have no idea. It just kind of hit me. Kind of have summer brain too. But the buzz will be June, and they don't tell us everything. I promise you, as a diamond leader. June 30th is 11 o'clock is the buzz. If you can't catch it live, watch the recording. Perhaps we'll find out. All right, let's move on then. Let's just talk quickly about Party Palooza. I believe everybody here on the call. Oh, Brenda joined us. Welcome, Brenda and Renee. And Lisa's just tuning in. I think everybody here on the call is going in person or virtual, right? Is that right? Brenda, I think you're joining us as well.
Yes.
Yay, I'm so glad that worked out. So we just found out, I know if you tuned in on Jill's live at 6 o'clock, or if you've been on TS Central, we have 3 keynote speakers. Did you guys see that for Party Palooza?
Yeah.
Okay. Just let me tell you quick, Scott Kramer, the CEO and president of Get Social, will be talking on how to increase your sales and income. That's always a good topic. Jerry Vital, he spoke at, I'm just cringing because I'm like, I think I'm butchering his name. He spoke at the Diamond Retreat. He's very passionate and energetic and has a great message. And he'll be speaking to us. And so he's great. But I love it when we get big name people. You know, we've had some pretty big name people throughout the years, wouldn't you agree? Like Mel Robbins. There's tons more to think about. But anyway, this one is Nick Tassler. Have any of you read like The Domino, The Ricochet, or Decision Pulse? Have any of you guys read that book? Or any of those books? He's the author, and he normally charges a lot of money, and Jill got him for a really little amount of money. So he's going to be great. He's originally from Minneapolis, lives in Puerto Rico now, and he's going to have a great message. So I'm gonna have to get The Domino or one of those books on Amazon. It's always fun to kind of get to know them a little bit before they speak. But anyway, I'm excited about that. It's going to be quick. I feel like there's a lot of stuff that we're going to be learning. Anybody have any questions on Party Palooza?
How did you spell his name? Did you say Nick?
Yep. Tassler, T-A-S-L-E-R. Domino is the book that Jill read. I think it's like 5 years old. And she goes, I have like stars and underlines. So that's the book I'm probably going to grab. He also, and I didn't look at Ricochet. If you go to Amazon, you'll see that. And then the other one was The Decision Pulse. I don't think he's written any books recently. I mean, I think Domino was 5 years ago, but he does speak internationally, and I think he has a great message. So check that out. So thank you for asking for confirmation on how to spell his name, because I said the same thing. I'm like, what? What is that last name? But any questions on Party Palooza? Everybody's doing good with their roommate situation, and is anybody coming in Wednesday night? Raise your hand if you're coming in Wednesday night. Rebecca, Lisa, okay, I am as well. And then we start right away on, well, the diamond thing's at 11:30 on Thursday, and then there's things throughout the afternoon. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. And I'll just be honest with you, I don't even know when we're gonna do the team dinner, because the one night is the celebrating the, what's that called when you are like, what's it called, Sheila?
Milestones.
The milestones, like the 10, 20, and 25. I don't even know. We might just meet at, I think Jane and I, my assistant, said we're going to lean towards just meeting in the bar for a drink or something. I don't know. It's just, if you look at the schedule, it's pretty stacked. So stay tuned for that. Okay, let's move on. Just as a reminder, Rebecca touched on this in her victory, but if you have copper above, if you're a copper above or have that on your team, make sure they're at 1,000 for the quarter. Here's another one that I see. I have a couple people I need to reach out to on our team. If someone is a leader or above, make sure they've hit 200 in the quarter or they'll lose their team. So if you have a leader on your team, I can see everybody on my 3 lines, and there's a couple people that haven't reached 200, they will lose their team. I see there's a question. Is it about the shirts that Lisa organized? Lisa, do you want to talk? Let's add that to the agenda. You want to talk a little bit about that? It will not be one drink. Lisa, what does your shirt say? What do you mean, Rebecca?
My shirt says minding my small business.
Oh, the shirt she has on. I thought you were talking about the one that we ordered. I was like, oh, that's cute. Did your friend make that we're ordering the t-shirts from?
No, this is from my niece's boutique.
Ah, where's her boutique?
Lemoore, North Dakota.
Ooh,
Check it out.
We all
Ground
go
up.
through, I don't even know where that is. Somewhere in North Dakota.
Yeah.
The governor of North Dakota is running for president. I don't know why I just thought about that, but we'll move on. Okay, customer service. So Friday's the last day. Did you guys see this? That it is open from 8 to 5, where you can call, chat, or email. So if you do have someone that's struggling with something, know that they're available. Normally they're not available for a phone call on a Friday. Okay, let's move on to SOS, Summer of Social. Has anybody listened to some of it? Rebecca, I haven't listened to very little of it. I tell you, not that I don't think it's important. I just haven't had the time. You messaged me and said something about somebody that you really like. Tell us more.
Yeah, I've listened to weeks 1 and 2. I got to get to 3. Heck, 4 would probably be out today, won't it?
What's that?
I think week 4 should be out today.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm behind, but yeah, week 2 with Aaron King. It was good, and it was something that it was simple enough that everybody can implement it. Like, she wasn't talking above, you know what I mean? Like, everybody's on social media. She just talked about, you keep it personal. I can't remember what the U meant, and then brief. It's spelled pub. Personal something and brief. So I'll have to go back to the review.
That's great. So remind us how we find that.
Wow, that's a great question. So you can go on a manhunt in TS Central. No, I guess I find mine on the right-hand column of my notifications. I just scroll down until I see my SOS icon, Summer of Social, right? And then I click on that. But yeah, I'm not so savvy in TS Central.
Let me ask, me neither. So let me ask you this. When you listen to Aaron King, did you say that was the first week or the second week?
That was the second, because the guy who's speaking at Party Palooza that owns It's Social, he did the first week.
Okay, and
Frank Kramer said his name.
And I listened to him for 10 minutes. I was like, okay, get to the point, dude. I don't have time to be like.
I didn't take away a ton from that one.
Yeah, but maybe he'll probably be really good because he'll only have a small amount of time. But Aaron King, okay, well, let's all check Aaron King out. It's a woman, right?
Yes, ERIN.
Let's all check Erin King out on week 2 of Summer of Social. And if I remember right, it goes all the way into July. It's like 8 weeks. So, right?
Oh, okay.
I thought I remember 8 weeks of SOS. So
It
we'll have
looks
to-
like, if I'm picking up what they're putting down, it looks like Social Share had a day-long event. And we're just getting all those videos from those speakers because every speaker had like 50 minutes or something. So I guess if they went for 8 hours, that's kind of what it's looking like to me. I'm not sure if that's
Ah,
accurate, but because Scott introduces everybody and Aaron had cut to him for some questions. So
there
and
you
then it was
go.
like next up. So I think they all went one day on some sort of social media day, and then Paisley Simple's just sharing that with us
Okay,
one snippet at a time.
Well, that's a good way to do it. So, okay, well, excellent. Well, check it out. Okay, well, you all saw the good, exciting news about the DSA Product Innovation Award with the Dips to Dinner. That's exciting. So it'll be fun to see what they do for this fall, won't it? In the fall winter catalog. They announced a targeted sales incentive for July. Did anybody see that? It would have gone out in the leader blast. I was kind of surprised. I thought they were going to wait till June 30th. It's not a, I shouldn't say this, but it's not a big deal to me. They're targeting, just so you know, targeting consultants that have ordered $249 or less each month from January through June, and they're trying to lift them up by offering samples. I shouldn't lead the witness. I should smile and say, yeah. Anyway, yeah, we'll just say it's an incentive they're rolling out. They're trying something different, and it'll start in July. And it's for the low end consultant, try to get them more. Like if they order $100 in a month, they'll get a free sample, 200, whatever. You can check it out. TSTU. Anybody have any questions on TSTU? All right. Our next call, and I'm gonna open up for questions, is gonna be July 10th. The next Monday night is July 3rd. We're not gonna be on the computer July 3rd, at least I'm not. I'm sure you'll be celebrating the 4th of July as well. So our next call will be at 8 o'clock, and we'll get back to our weekly Zoom calls. I am thinking about starting in probably September, is going back out in the field again, like once a quarter to a certain location. Like I used to go to Omaha. I remember I went down more in southern Minnesota by like Lisa Burns and Tam French, and Sioux Falls with like Rebecca's team, and up to Duluth. But anyway, so stay tuned to that. It is fun to get together. Oh, St. Cloud with Sheila, and there's something about getting together. So if that's exciting to you and you'd like me to come to your neck of the woods, let me know. It'd be super fun. So, okay, with that being said, I'm going to wrap it up, but I'm going to wrap it up only to say, do you have any questions or concerns or comments? Let's help each other. Anybody have anything? Oh, before you ask, I can't believe I didn't have this on my sheet. Is July our host earned double host rewards. So how exciting is that? Book your July. I know a lot of you are focusing on June, which I totally get, but just take a couple of minutes and get those people for July. Yep, Rebecca?
I just want to see, for the people who are on here, is anyone selling a lot of pop bread?
I've sold like I ordered 3 and did an event, and I sold all 3, but I haven't really, I don't know as far as my online parties.
I mean, I assume when it came out that we're not the target area in the Midwest, if everybody on here is from the Midwest, but I know certain religions and stuff. I mean, I understand the logic, but I just wondered if anyone was having luck, because I haven't sold any yet. So I found
sold a
ordered
few.
one.
I've sold some at my events, and I think because people are intrigued because the recipe is right on the box for the chocolate chip bread. So, you know, if they know they can make it with a pop, but here they have the recipe on the box. So I've sold them.
Okay.
I agree. And at the one event I did in Fergus Falls, I did Friday, Andrew did Saturday, and I sold 3, but one gal came, you know, I advertised it on my VIP page. And Janet came up and said, oh, there's that pop bread you were talking about. I want that. So maybe it'll take a little bit. I mean, I do remember Brittany though saying that's not going to be in the fall winter catalog, but perhaps they might do it as a limited time offer. I don't know.
Isn't it on low stock already? I think I saw it on the low stock.
Oh,
Is it?
okay.
This, I looked at the low stock yesterday, I think it was, and I think it's already there.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I
So
didn't.
must be somebody's selling it, I guess.
Good to know. Okay.
And it would be fun to know, like in, you know, Georgia or some, you know, the
Right.
Bible Belt. If, yeah, so good question, Rebecca. Anybody else have any comments or concerns or anything you want to shout out or ask? All right. Well, I thank you for joining. If you watch this on the replay, please share #replay when I share the recording. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your evening. Good luck. I know some of you are gunning for goals for the end of the recognition period, and good luck with that. And don't forget to fill your July as you're working on all of that, so you can take some much needed R&R over the 4th of July. So thanks for joining us. We'll see you July 10th.